right. Do you know what way round they go on, Pete?
I do now.
You do now? After you've put them on the wrong way round?
Brought me out fishing, right? We decided that we would go on a toss of a coin.
Yeah, we were like, let's not go with that toss of the coin, let's just go and get wet anyway. Good afternoon everyone and welcome back to GSP Sea Fishing. We are here, there is me and Pete at a new venue. I don't think I've done this before. Harty Ferry. It's on the Swale. So it's just the backside of Faversham. Faversham's a couple of miles that way. Behind me there is Whitstable, and just on the other side is the Isle of Sheppey. It is raining, it's horrible. The wind is gusting to about 30 miles an hour. It's really not nice. It's just eased off a little bit while we're setting up. Pete's setting his stuff up down there. He's made a bit of a faux pas. He's forgot his head torch. So he's gonna have to try and cope with one of my lights for the camera. We're fishing a falling tide, but because the wind is coming from behind us, got a nice flat calm sea, so we haven't got the sea chopping all in our faces. It would have made it really difficult to be fishing on the south coast of Kent in this, but as the wind's from behind, it's lovely, and it'll get our casts going out further. It's quite nice here, it really is nice. I like it. You've got loads of wading birds and life. I mean, the silt here, this is all silty, part of this estuary, and there's crabs and everything in it. But you can see the water rushing out as this tide goes, and it's dropped a foot since we set up. So I've got my rigs on. I'm going one big bait, one little bait. I'll show you that in a minute. Get some baits on the hook, get fishing. I'll go straight out in the middle, mate. Pete is ready to cast. Yeah, just go straight out to that house, mate. I would get that out as far as you can. Give that a thump. Wind behind, mate. Nice. Well done, mate. Well, on the first rod, I am going to get straight mackerel. So I'm going to take that off there. Oh, Pete's got a very sharp knife. I like this. Try not to blunt it. I'll take the side off there. Like so. Now I don't want that belly flap. That belly flap can go. So I'll just cut that off. Like that. So there we go. Well, nice chunk of mackerel. Like there. It's quite a big chunk. But once I bait elastic that up, that go down to a little bit smaller. Right, so here we are. Just going to get this hooked on very simply, like that. We're going to get that wrapped on nice and tight and evenly. There's no big gaps in this for crabs, because I think there might be some crabs up here, but there could also be some rays. So that's why I'm putting a big bait out. See if there's some rays about. The wind is picking up, it's starting to howl through here. There we go. Lovely. I'm happy with that. Nice good mackerel bait. Nice and neat, streamlined, straight. We'll get that clipped up, and what I'm using on this one is an up and over. Nice long up and over. It's probably about 5 foot hook snood. So I've gone over the clip at the top, and then down at the bottom, that just goes into the imp like so. That is ready for casting. don't have to put a lot of effort in it because the wind is howling from behind me. So that is going to go out now. Right, I'm just carrying my rod to put this out, but there's Pete. He's going to put his second rod out with worms, and he's going a bit shorter there like that, and that's what I'm going to do. We're going to get this one out first. I'm all right now. Let's go with this and get this out there. Your line's there. Oh, your line has gone round a bit, isn't it, Pete? Okay. Well, there's cleaner water that way, so let me try it there. Right, mine's going towards that yellow buoy. Yep, I'm towards the yellow buoy. Hopefully I'm not snagged on it. Right, so frozen worms again. So I'm going to use the old trick that Jay from JC Fishing showed, and that's to half on the needle, half off, bait elastic the two halves together like so. You get a nice firm bait. Done, look at that. Lovely. That's the first one, very easy. That can just go on my little top hook on this loop rig, really short snood on this. Get that on. Pete's just had a knock on his big bait, so I don't know what that could be. There we go, look at that, that's nice. That's really nice bait on there. I'm going to tip it off with something in a minute. But what I'm going to do on the bottom one, which is got some beads on it, I'm going to put 2 worms. There's one. Fold that over like that. And I'm going to put 2 on here. And then get them on the hook, get it all up, get it passed out. This wind and rain is horrid. Right, here's the 2 worms. I'm going to slide these 2 worms on the hook. They're so much firmer once they're bait elastic like this. There we go. That's done. We'll bring the beads down on the stop like so. Then all we need to do is get tipping bait on this and get this out. Whoa, this is horrendous. Oh, dip it down. Right, let me just wipe this off because it is tipping it down. It really is tipping it down. This session's not going to be a long session, it really isn't. I mean, look how bleak it is all the way around. It is bleak. It's starting to get dark. It's a lot darker than what you see here. The light is starting to drop. We're surrounded by a chorus of birds song, which is lovely. It really is nice. All the different birds chirping away as the light drops. We've got quite a bit of movement on this, on our baits, swinging from left to right. As the tide drops, this water rushes out of this sort of estuary. It's just like a channel, but it rushes back out to sea. So they're all going that way. And before we go any further, this is video number 2. This is my second video in my competition to grab yourself a GSP Sea Fishing t-shirt. So please comment, and if you comment on 3 out of the 5 videos, then you're in the hat for your chance to win a t-shirt. Video 1's now closed. I've got all those comments, all the people that commented, I've got them down. They're in the hat, so if you commented, please comment again and give yourself a chance of winning a t-shirt. Anyway, I'm going to get back to the rods, see if we get any bites through this wind and the rain. So Pete, are you happy you come out fishing?
Yeah, I'm snug as a bug in a rug, sir.
Oh, you look it, mate. You do look it.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't turn around. You might get your face a bit wet.
That's a good bit of kit I got on.
Good bit of kit you got on there. Nice and dry. You had a bite, didn't you, earlier?
Well, I had a knock on the big bait. But yeah, persevere a bit longer.
We've only just started, mate.
Yeah. Well.
So we've got to persevere a bit longer, otherwise it'd be pointless.
Well, another 5 minutes.
Another 5 minutes then. Oh, we've got a bite here, we've got a bite here. What have we got here? Have I missed that? No, I've got it. I don't think I've got any light on this camera yet, which is silly. But I've got something here. And it feels all right. I'm hoping you can see this because I've been chatting away. But I've got a fish. Or have I got two? I don't know. Oh no, have I got snagged? No, I've got it. Come on, out the mud. Don't lose the fish. Feels light now. Ah, feels very light. Oh, have I lost it? I think I've lost it. Oh man. No. Have I lost it? I've got a fish. I've got a fish. What have I got? What have I got? Have I got a whiting? Yeah, I've got a whiting. Half decent whiting covered in mud. A fish is a fish. There we go. A fish is a fish. Look at that. Here we go. Mr. Whiting, I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if you can see it. You can see it. Here we are. First fish. Might be the only fish. But it does save a blank. It's very rigid, but he's still alive. Don't know why he's playing up like this. Let's get him back. You got any bites, mate?
No, check the bait.
Check the bait, see what it's like. What you got there? What you got there? You've hooked a slipper limpet. Unfortunately, mate, that doesn't count as a...
It does.
No, because you haven't even hooked the limpet.
Yeah.
You've hooked a bit of weed or clump of rubbish hanging off it. So that's a bonus. You went down. Pete is happy with that. Do you want a picture of that?
No, I don't.
Okay, mate. Are you sure?
Yes,
But you have been stripped.
I have.
You have been stripped. So there's activity. Right, got another bite on this worm. Come on, I should have put my tip lights on. But there was definitely a couple of tugs there. There we go, there's another one. Yeah, we got something on that. Turn the light on. There we go. This weather is awful, absolutely awful. We're probably not going to hold out into this much longer. It's let me turn around. There's the planes coming down. Yeah, it's not nice. This is not comfortable fishing. Pete's forgotten his head torch. Luckily we haven't come that far to fish here, but I'm whiting. Not much else. Give it 20 minutes, see what happens. There's Pete. Look at Pete's back. Pete, turn around. Your back. Turn around. Look at his back. He is drenched. It is absolutely tipping it down. Pete might have a fish. I mean, it takes him half hour to get the rod out the holder, so it's probably eating its bait by now, gone back down to bloody Dover. But there's a possibility that it's fallen asleep on your hook. Oh, that was a bite. You felt that, didn't you? Yeah. Good bite there, mate. Pete's playing musical statues at the moment. Sorry, Pete, I thought rigor mortis had set in.
It's all right, mate, I'm going to do an impersonation of you in a moment.
You haven't got a big enough belly?
No, I'm just going to do the...
You got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. Pete's into a bloody monster. Let's follow Pete down. If his legs can get him to the water's edge. You alright, mate? Yeah, fine, arthritis is alright at the moment. It's a bit, I think there's a few areas of stony ground and that. Well, I hope it's something different, mate. Can you feel it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the bottom though. Quite, it's dropped a lot, hasn't it, mate? Dropped a lot. Come in. Where's the monster? Oh, yes! Is that it? Pete, I didn't know that empty slippery fish shells put up a fight like that.
I'll tell you what, at least when I come out I do not play. I can't believe it.
Oh, mate. Oh, I don't know what to say, mate. I mean,
Well,
I'll leave it
it's not plastic this time.
You could feed it fine now, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was Casper.
This casting. Oh, I don't know.
I'll leave it to it, mate.
Don't need to take the meat.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Let's check mine. I'm trying to wipe it, but it's raining quite a lot. Well, this is going to have to do. It's tipping it down, absolutely tipping it down. Gusts are coming through every now and again that are pushing like 40 miles an hour. It is horrid. Hello, Pete's there packing up. I'm packing up. It's been a disaster. We were lured into a false sense of security. We got down here, we're like, it's not that bad. It's sort of intermittent light rain, and now the heavens have opened. And it's not very nice, is it, Pete?
I've had better weather.
You've had better weather?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So have I, mate.
Not his finger inside.
Yeah, it's not good at all, not good at all. We're done. One whiting. It's been a couple of hour session, that's it. Going home. Might catch the second half of the football. Fingers crossed. Anyway, till next time. Well, actually, before that, like and subscribe. Mark always says that. He always shouts it out too late. But like and subscribe, please, to the channel. And get your comments in. And till next time, tie lines.